For fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys go check out my sponsor U4GM Coins. Use code Venom at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venomfire here, back in the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a secret glitch play in Madden 20. This is going to be one of the most underrated but yet effective plays in Madden 20. I'm going to be going over a couple of different setups, but before we get in the video, make sure you guys are subscribed. If you're enjoying the content, make sure that you are subscribed. Turn on those noties for Madden 21. Going to be a ton of great content dropping then. But with that being said, we're going to be in the Baltimore Ravens / Ravens Live playbook. It's in both. It's also in the Seattle Seahawks, I'm thinking, and maybe a couple of other playbooks. But the formation we're in is going to be the gun bunch, and the play is going to be this clear out, SE out. Now, this play is very underrated for a couple of reasons, but right off the bat, let's just, you want to put your best receiver, or at least a high-speed receiver right here on the outside. I'm going to be rocking with DJ Chark. And yeah, pretty much let's just go ahead, come out in the play, make sure your bunch is on the wide side. And this is going to be really good against a couple of different, coverages. I'm just going to start out with cover 2. So coming out in the play, here's a look at the player. You guys see we got these two little outside fades. Now the reason these are so important is that EA actually took those out of the game. So back in Madden 18, pretty much every Madden I can remember, 16 to like 19, you were able to put your wide receivers on these little fade routes. They were called fades, but this year they actually took them out of the game. You see I try to put them on a fade, and that's what it looks like, versus the other one where it's sort of going to the outside. Now this route's actually called a stretch route, and it's just really going to attack the outsides. You guys see we have one with Chris Conley over here as well, but the reason that the one with DJ Chark is going to work so well is that if he's set, it's not going to work. You have to motion snap him so that he doesn't get pressed or bumped by the wide receiver, the cornerback. But yeah, so the first setup you could do is just going to be a simple, max pro setup. What I like to do is just put RB on like an out route. I could put him on a flat route. I could put him on a zig route, either of those. And then with B, we know B is not going to work, so I can just put him on like a deep dig, something similar to this. And yeah, this is just going to be a good max pro setup. A lot of people like to run cover 2 shells when they're blitzing 7 people or 6 people. So this is just going to be a simple way to counter it. Obviously, I'm going to go over some, non-max pro setups later in the video. But first, let's just go ahead and motion DJ Chark over and snap the ball. So you're just going to motion him as far as you can, really, without, him being set. And look at that. You're just going to pass lead outside, and you're just going to rat catch that upfield. So what I mean by pass leading outside is because, the outside is the left side. I'm pass leading this to the left. And you saw we were able to simply cut that upfield. And he's just going to run right past the cloud flat. This also works against soft squats. So cloud flats and soft squats, it should. Make sure that against soft squats, though, you do have a zone going to the flats. Make sure you put Westbrook on his out route or, like I said, zig route. Usually against soft squats, you're going to want to do an out route just because the zig route might be too slow. And by then, it might already be too late to throw it. But yeah, I'll show it again here. And again, just motion him. You don't have to motion him, completely out. I can still motion him pretty far. Unfortunately, we got the overthrow right there. But you guys see, he's going to be wide open. And he's really going to split that, defender to the outside pretty much every single time. Again, with these other 2 players, you could really do whatever you want. I could run something like this maybe. But again, I don't necessarily need anybody to the outside. Again, boom, pass lead outside. I cut that upfield, and it's going to be a touchdown every single time. This is a really good way to get people out of cover 2, especially if they're running 1-4-6 or certain blitzes like that. You can easily pick it up with a max pro out of bunch, and you can torch their cover 2 with soft squats or cloud flats very easily. So, that was the first setup. Now, again, this is only really going to work against cover 2, that little part of the one-play TD. So, and you're probably also wondering, what if they go user it? So, if they user it, typically what I like to do, and this is going to be how you, this post route right here with Jeff Swaim is going to be very underrated. You guys see it looks very deep, but a lot of times the play art isn't the same as how they actually run the route. So, I'm just going to put Westbrook on a slant route, and then I'm actually going to motion him over like this. And again, against cover 2, I could even still potentially throw this stretch route all the way to the outside if I have enough speed on him. Obviously, you're going to need a 99 speed receiver. You could probably do that in regs with Tyreek Hill, but it's not really going to work. So again, put D.D. Westbrook here on a slant, your slot receiver on a slant, and then smart route A. So I'm going to smart route it like this, and then I'm just going to motion him over. Take a look at Jeff Swaim. He should be, completely wide open here. We could also throw the slant, but boom, tight end gets right in between that coverage, and a simple, vert hook or a hook curl isn't going to defend that post that far down the field again. It looks like he's going to be, running to the 35 to the 30-yard line, but he really doesn't run that far. Again, I could also try and roll out and throw this pass, and usually look how it just gets over the top of that cover 2, that cloud flat. And it's really good. The only, sort of knack I would say with it is that it's a pretty slow developing route. It's not a fast breaking route, unfortunately. But a lot of times you can get, the user away with this backside slant. So again, obviously if they aren't using the slant, you can check down if you see them using the post early. The only unfortunate thing with this is that since I motioned D.D. Westbrook over, I can't actually motion DJ Chark. So if I wanted to, I could actually, put him on a drag. Maybe I run something like this with a drag and the post, and then I can still motion DJ Chark over like this, and then I can create, a decent concept. Still throw the stretch route or the fade route, and I can also throw that post to drag combo again. Just basically creating 2 route combos, 2 high-low reads sort of, and just 2 things that are open. He's not going to be able to use or both. And again, if he's switching to like a cover 3, I could just maybe, throw the simple flat route, cut it upfield, really just attack it. You want to get him, you want to really attack the flats, get him to play underneath, and that's when you can really, bomb him over the top. Another good way you can do this is if you have slot apprentice right here. Unfortunately, I don't with the Jags here. But I could, put D.D. Westbrook on a corner route, and then I could actually do this. So if he does defend the streak, then I could throw it. But if not, I can throw my corner out. That's pretty much going to beat every single coverage. But yeah, we've seen it against cover 2. I've showed you the rollout. Let's go ahead, hop into a cover 3 defense. I'll show you how it works against that and what route combinations you could do. And, all right, let's find our play here. There we go. And let's just come out in a stock cover 3. All right, so cover 3, again, this is going to be where I like to go with this setup because cover 3, typically, you're not going to get that stretch route open. So you're going to have to really attack this post route. But the post route's pretty much a crosser. So the only difference between the crosser and the post is that a mid-read zone in a cover 2 will match with the crosser, but it won't actually match with this. Now, against cover 3, a really good cover 3 beater you can do. Like I said, I can't show it. Just put RB on a corner route, and the player right here, DJ Chark, he's going to get wide open 10 out of 10 times. Again, I really can't show that, unfortunately, but you just got to take my word for it. Cover 3, we actually did get him open. Unfortunately, we got shedded, so I'm just going to hop into it again. Like I said, you really want this corner route this late in the year. If you're playing Ultimate Team, you should be able to do that with a hot route master. But again, the other way you could do it is putting Westbrook here and then out route, smart routing it. Again, let's hope we don't get shedded to death here. But boom, you guys see he sort of hesitates a little bit, and with a good arm, Minshew has a noodle arm, and with like really high throw power, you're going to be able to throw that over the top. Again, this gets completely open. If you have that corner out, it's going to be even more open. You guys see the out route really only hesitates for a little, but we're still able to get him open even with the low throw power. Ideally, what you want to do with a higher throw power is you kind of want to, roll out to the left and then pass lead that all the way to the left and outside. Like I said, that's something we can't really do. But again, you can still run these little concepts against cover 3 and get them open like a zig route. That's going to be wide open against cover 3 unless he's going to go user it. So really just attack that. That's one of my favorite route combos against cover 3 because the zig routes just don't get picked up by the hook curls and they're not going to get picked up by anything else. You could always, throw this post route if he ends up using the zig route or whatever the case is. And yeah, that's just really good against cover 3. Like I said, you can either throw that one play TD, or what you can do is throw this, little concept. This is something I've never really seen people do. But really, if people aren't sending 7, you don't have to block 7 every play out of bunch. I know that's what a lot of people do anyways. For some reason, they just feel comfortable blocking 7. Trust me, It's not going to make the biggest difference in the world. Again, you can just motion him over. I could throw that slant pretty much every time. Somehow he just caught it through our legs. But yeah, it's pretty much going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And peace. I'm out of here.